Children, in the introduction part, I told you that resources are very important in order to develop. If we want development, then resources should be there. Without resources, one cannot develop. And children, these resources, they are gift to us from the nature. They are free gift. We are blessed that we are given free gifts from nature, like air, water, land, soil, everything we have got free of nature. But since we got this free, so we took for granted. We are not using it properly. We are wasting, we are degrading, we are depleting the resources. And we human beings, we have started indiscriminate use of resources. And this indiscriminate use of resources, children, this has led to some major alarming issues, some major alarming problems. Since we got it free, so we started taking it for granted and we used it recklessly, we used it indiscriminately. We don't have that tendency to save it, to preserve it, rather to use it recklessly, indiscriminately. But that should not be done. But the human beings, we have done that, and that has led to several major problems, several major issues. For example, children. So children, the first point is depletion of resources for satisfying the greed of a few individuals. Children, resources are limited. Even though we have got resources from our nature free of cost, the mother nature has given us so many resources free of cost, but still it is limited. But our greed, our want, they are unlimited. It has no end. It has no end to the greed. We have resources to satisfy our need, to satisfy the basic need. We are not using a resource as our necessity, not as our need, but rather as our greed. And greed has no end. It is growing day by day. If you have something today, you will demand for something more tomorrow. If you have that thing also, you will demand for certain more things. So greeds are unlimited, but resources are limited. And this greed, this is depleting our resource. This is depleting our nature, our beautiful nature. Next, children, accumulation of resources in few hands, which in turn divided the society into two segments, that is have and have not. Children, the resources, they are accumulated in few hands, means some of them are having resource and some of them are not having resource, and hence it has segregated the society. It has segregated the individuals into two groups, have and have not. Have means the people who have access to the resource, and second, the people who do not have access to these resources. And these few people, they are depleting it, they are using it recklessly, and as a result of which the other half is not able to use the resource. So these things are depleting our mother nature. Next, children, third point, indiscriminate exploitation of resources had led to global ecological issues such as global warming, ozone layer depletion. We are using these resources, means we are using it indiscriminately, and using these resources indiscriminately, it has led to global issues, and that also very alarming, major global issues. We want to use technology, we want to have cell phones in our hand, we are using it day and night, but what is the impact of it? The radiations coming out from cell phones, the radiation coming from laptops, from your AC, from your refrigerator, it is causing harm to the environment, it is causing harm to the nature. The birds, they are not able to survive. Several birds have gone extinct. Why? Because of the radiation from these devices. We want to develop, but our nature is not developing. It is depleting, it is degrading. We are going high and the nature is going down. So it is creating a gap between human beings. It is creating a gap between development and resource. So the gap is rising day by day. So what we have to do? We have to lessen the gap. We don't have to broaden it. We have to lessen it. So these are the alarming issues that are causing harm. These are the things by which we are depleting our nature. We are depleting the resources that we have got free of cost. Now children, if I talk about pollution, the air pollution, water pollution, land pollution, pollution is rising day by day. Why it is rising day by day? Everybody wants to have their own car. Everybody wants to have their own bike, motorcycle. We do not want to travel from public vehicles, in public vehicles. We want to have it, we want to own it. So what will this, we want our development, but our development is causing harm to our nature, as a result of which our nature, our resources, they are depleting at a very fast rate. So what is the solution to it? A solution has to be found out, or else everything will come to an end. There will not be any resource left in our nature, and there will not be any resource left with us. So what is the solution to this? There is a solution, and the solution is sustainable economic development. Now what is this sustainable economic development? Sustainable means to sustain. It should not end. We have to save it. We have to sustain it. It means, children, development should take place without, definitely development has to take place. Everybody wants to develop, but it should take place without damaging the environment, and development in the present, it should not compromise with the needs of future generation. Our greed is growing day by day, but our greed, it should not compromise with the needs of our children, our grandchildren, and the upcoming future generation. Means we should use the resources, we should have development, but without damaging the environment, and development should be done in a way so that the present development in the present, that should not be compromised with the needs of the future generation. We should save something for our children, so that they also get the chance to use certain resources. And children, with regard to development, with regard to sustainable development, an initiative was taken at global level. Do you want to know the initiative? What initiative was taken with regard to sustainable development? Children, a very important country, Brazil. Rio de Janeiro Earth Summit. It is a summit. Summit means a kind of meeting that was held in Brazil. This is a place, Rio de Janeiro. It is a place in Brazil. So there a meeting was conducted, a summit was conducted in the year 1992. Now what is this? Children, it is a summit where more than 100 heads of states, they met in Rio de Janeiro, and the summit was convened for addressing the urgent problems of environmental protection and socio-economic development at global level. Since everything was depleting, so there was an urgent urge. It was an urge to conduct a meeting, and this meeting, it was conducted in Brazil, a country which is known as Rio de Janeiro, and this meeting was conducted in the year 1992. And in this meeting, one measure was taken, that is Agenda 21. It was adopted. Now we will see that what is Agenda 21. And this, please remember children, that this Agenda 21, it was basically an initiative that was adopted, that was taken in the meeting that was held in Rio de Janeiro in 1992. Now we will see that what is Agenda 21. Now let's see about Agenda 21. Children, first let's connect this topic. Let's see that how this Agenda 21 has emerged, how this has popped up. Let's connect everything. Everything is interrelated. Children, when indiscriminate use of resources were done or will be there, when resources will be used indiscriminately, then what will happen? Problems will definitely come. There will be several problems of depletion, of damage. Definitely it will be done. Then what will be the solution of that? The solution will be sustainable development. And in sustainable development, what was done? There was an initiative, there was a meeting held, there was a summit held, that Earth Summit, this Rio de Janeiro Summit 1992, it is also called as Earth Summit. And in that summit, what happened? This Agenda 21 came. So, you can say that the outcome of Earth Summit, the outcome of Rio de Janeiro Summit was Agenda 21. Now, what was there in this agenda, or what was there in this summit? Children, basically a declaration. A declaration was signed at Rio de Janeiro, which is in Brazil, and certain points were discovered. Certain points were stressed or focused, that these are the points, these are the important points on which we will focus. For example, the first one, achieving global sustainable development. This was the point. Then the second point was combat environmental damage, poverty and disease. These are the basically 2 points that were highlighted in the declaration. Children, so the question is that how this sustainable development at global level will be achieved, and how to combat the environmental damage and poverty and diseases, means how it has to be done, how the planning has to be done. So children, the high officials, they decided that the local government, the local government has to draw its local agendas. I'll explain you this with the help of the COVID-19 situation. Children, at times our Prime Minister, Mr. Modi, he is making several announcements, he is having several high officials meeting, and in that meeting several high officials are there. And then what he is doing, he is announcing that what are his plans, what are his ideas, how to combat with this situation. He then gives the power to the CM of different states that okay, I have given you the power, and as per the condition of your state, you can take decisions. You can divide the work into small groups, and then that can be followed by the local public. And then what is the CM doing? The CM then gives the responsibility to the DM, the district magistrate. The responsibility is given to the district magistrate. That means in the local hands. Means if agenda is made, if something is discussed, if points are discussed, then that means that points can only be achieved if those points are divided into certain local agendas and some local points into subcategories. That has to be done if we want to achieve something big. That is very important. So similarly here also, the local government should draw local points. The high officials, definitely they have done the meeting, and certain points came that these are the things that are to be taken care of. But how this will be implemented, how this will be done? This will be done with the help of the local government, and the local government will do what? They will make its local agendas to achieve these objectives, to achieve these goals. And this can be done by ensuring global cooperation and common interest. Mutual needs has to be shared. If we want to work together, we have to share the responsibility. If we will share the responsibility, if we will do division of work, then only a certain target can be achieved and we will be successful. So children, if I take the example of pollution, if pollution has to be decreased in certain countries, then what has to be done? Can only one country is only one country enough to reduce pollution? No, it is not. One country is not enough. Cooperation of everybody is required. Pollution is there in our environment, everywhere it is there. So cooperation from everybody. Everybody has to come together, come forward, work together, work mutually, share responsibilities, and then only something can be achieved, something big can be achieved by drawing responsibilities, by sharing responsibilities. So this was the aim of Agenda 21. I hope this is clear to everybody. Thank you.